God, please. And he gave me this girl's name, and I said, no, God, that's not what I'm talking about right now. Hold on. Put a pin in that, and we'll go back to that. I'm talking about this. I'm ADD, get off me. I'm like, God, please. And he said, he gave me that name again, and I said, God, man, I'm trying to talk to you about something. Back to what I was saying. And he said, and he threw that, and I'm not going to say her name because they know her, but he threw that name back into my mind, and I said, all right, God, what do you want me to do? Why do you keep giving me this name? Why do you keep telling me about her? He said, I want you to go talk to her. Something happened a couple weeks ago, and this is how I know God's real, is because you can't teach yourself something you don't know.
That's right.
And God said, something happened 2 or 3 weeks ago, and I want you to talk to her about it. And I began to get a little, like she was really cute, and I never talked to her. So I was like, oh, great. Here we go. So the next Wednesday come up. At that time, we had church on Wednesdays. And the next Wednesday come up, and I took her aside, and I said, hey, listen. I said, I know this is going to sound really kind of strange. I said, but the other night, God gave me your name in prayer particularly. He kept speaking your name, and I don't know why. I said, but if there's any trial or tribulation you've gone through, or you are going through, please feel free to talk to me. I said, and if you don't feel like comfortable enough talking to me about it, then I want you to go to God or to someone in the church and talk to them about it, because I know there's something going on. I don't know what it is, but I know there's something going on, and I want to help you. She said, okay, that means a lot, thank you. That night, 3 o'clock in the morning, I don't know why everybody texts me so late, but 3 o'clock in the morning, she calls me. She says, Dave, how did you know? She's crying. I can hear her sobbing over the phone. I said, how did I know what? I said, how did you know something was wrong? I said, God gave me your name, and I knew to talk to you about it. I said, I didn't know what you've done or what happened, but I knew I needed to talk to you. And she said, 2 or 3 weeks ago, I went to a party. Made a very big mistake, and I started drinking. Push came to shove, and I ended up with a guy. And now I'm pregnant. This girl's 14 years old. I helped her through that situation, not props to me, but props to God. I helped her through that situation, and she's become more on fire now than she's ever been before. Sad part was she had a miscarriage. But the good part of the story is that she's better now than she's ever been. She's on fire now than she's ever been. She's making a difference. She goes to a public high school, and she speaks her mind. She says what she knows to say. She does what she knows to do. Because someone decided to be obedient. See, I believe that God has a calling for each and every one of us. Some people don't. Some people believe that there are preachers and there are seat fillers. The Bible tells you to be a fisher of men. It doesn't say be a fisher of the pew. Back there texting. I know how it is. And some people believe that. They believe that they're called to be seat fillers. And they act all this way in church, but how many knows that they ain't exactly acting like that way outside of church? On the way to church, like, why'd you wake me up so early? They're fighting, and then they come in like, hi, how are you? Glory to God, how are you this morning? I'm good, how about you? Her husband's sitting there thinking, man, she ain't good, she's crazy. She slapped me 3 times on the way here. But magically Jesus touched her when we pulled into the parking lot. Like, revival. Or they got them people that did all that, and then they come in, they automatically fall out. It's like, man, you are good. You are like connected. You slapped your husband 3 times on the way here, but you are out. But I do believe that all of us have a calling, and I do believe that if you guys would allow me to, I'd like to speak that blessing over your lives. I'd like to call out in every single one of you the blessing of being a leader. because it truly is a blessing having God give you the, what's the word? Come on, Tapon.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Give you the blessing of being able to be a leader. It's truly a privilege.
Yes, it is.
But I do want to have an altar call today, and if you would keep playing nice and slow.